Nation's capital. Hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. So tonight it appears that China is building a sizable aircraft carrier. There is satellite imagery that was published by a Washington-based think tank. The Center for Strategic and International Studies is the name of the think tank that shows the carrier as it's actually under construction, right? So we've got the image, and I want to share it with you. Let's put that up. There it is. And you can actually see the different parts as it's labeled of the aircraft as it's going up with cranes and towers working on it. Now, let me tell you why this picture is important. This carrier, experts say, would give China 3 carriers, of which this would be the largest. When completed in the next several years, this Chinese supercarrier would have a significant impact in the balance of power in the region. And given U.S. threats to China, both economically and militarily, China may simply be saying, look, enough is enough when it comes to U.S. naval superiority, and especially in light of what happened just this week. In fact, let me tell you a little bit about that. So Monday, the United States military sent 2 warships into the South China Sea. That made China angry, so they sent out their own destroyer. And what's this fuss about? What has the U.S. so concerned in this case? Well, it's about the South China Sea and China's claim to this area and what it surrounds. See, right there in the middle of the South China Sea, there is a series of tiny little islands, right? A collection, if you will. And if we push in right there, you're going to see right there what we circle on the map. They are called the Spratlys, the Spratly Islands. Funny thing is, they're not really islands. They're just a collection of shoals and banks and reefs because of where they sit geographically. The Spratlys have a huge economic and strategic significance, which is why as we go in even tighter, you see in these pictures what's going on? China is dredging around these small islands to build them into real islands where they're creating military bases and even runways. And that's not sitting well, as you saw in those pictures that were up there just a little while ago, right? These runways, these military bases in the middle of these islands, that's not sitting well with the United States. They're kind of angry about it. So what's the big deal with these little islands, these Spratlys, right? Well, this area may contain reserves of oil and natural gas. It's one of the world's most important fishing grounds. It would extend China's territory by thousands and thousands of miles. And perhaps even more importantly, it is one of the most important shipping lanes in the world when it comes to commerce and military movements. The U.S. doesn't want China to have that much control over the region. But China is arguing that it's the United States that has too much control over the region. Now, let me show you the map of their argument, so to speak, right? Here's the map. It shows that the U.S. appears to have China surrounded with allies or naval bases or both in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So just how far will China go in asserting itself militarily, and how is the United States going to react to all of this? This is The News with Rick Sanchez, where we drill down on stories like these because we do believe it is time to do news.